Polar opposites.
Hi. Welcome back.
To our podcast.
Polar Opposites Podcast.
Episode
Polly
3.
Wally.
What?
Polly Wally.
The fuck is Polly Wally?
I don't know. Right, said polar.
We're polyoppy.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Polyoppy.
So I was trying to say. And then you were like, oh my god, why are you doing that? Okay, what week is this? Third or fourth? Third?
We're episode 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but yeah, it's
our third one.
It's third week. Okay, let's do our weekly checkups. I've been waiting like hours to ask you, how was the beach?
Oh my god.
I want to know everything.
So we film on Sundays. So yesterday, I went to the beach, Bubba Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Because the weather was absolutely perfecto.
What was it?
It was 66 degrees, which it sounds cold, but...
No, that sounds amazing.
Oh, yeah. But the sun was out the entire time, so I got nice and tan. You can't really tell right now because I'm just a little white girl.
Once you see everything, you can.
Yeah, if you saw that tan line, girl. You saw my under boob and very like pasty glow. And so, I packed a lunch for me and my
It looked
boo.
so good.
Because me and my boo went. And I'm just so wifey, so I made us sandwiches and a pasta salad and I bought fruit and we literally ate.
Cute.
Yeah. And then we went to ice cream after at this really cool like vintage place.
What kind did you get?
So I got peanut butter cup and
Please don't tell me he got pistachio.
Oh hell no.
Okay, thank God. I hate people that get pistachio ice cream. They're so fucking gross.
So I got peanut butter cup, but the base was chocolate. So it was chocolate with like thick, creamy chunks of peanut butter. And chocolate fudge brownie. Oh my God. I literally...
She's a fudge girl when it comes to ice cream.
I'm a chocolate girl everywhere and anything. If you know, you know. And then he got, I think he got chocolate chip cookie dough with Oreo.
Okay.
One of those.
That's alright.
Okay, I honestly can't remember. And then on the way home, we got McChickens. It's hot and spicy McChickens from McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were so hungry.
You ate all your food that you brought?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
We ate. And we got this dip.
She ate.
Yeah, I ate. And we got the spinach, like, jalapeno dip, and we dipped our hot Cheetos into it.
How long were you guys there for? Like, when did you guys get there?
We got there at, like, 11.
Oh, wow.
We stayed till sunset.
Oh, wow. So you were there for pretty much the whole day. Yeah.
The entire day. We didn't go home till, like, midnight.
Yeah, because I think it was midnight. I think it was midnight and I was filming. And then I heard the door and I'm like, oh, they got home.
Yeah. It was so much fun.
So, did you see, like, any, like, people just butt-ass naked at this beach or what?
I was the one that was butt-ass naked.
Really?
Yeah. My entire cheeks were out.
Honestly?
I am pro skimpy bikini. You know how girls, they got, like, diaper butt? Bikini
Oh,
bottoms?
yeah.
No, I am in a G-string thong at all times.
I've been saying this for years, and if you're, like, someone who watches Friday the 13th, I think you'll know who I'm talking about. But I've been saying this for years, and I honestly think I'm so correct when I say this. She reminds me of Tiffany Cox from Friday the 13th. She is, like, the hot, survivor girl, butt-ass naked, skinny body, having the men all over her. Like, you are so Tiffany Cox. I'm gonna have to show you a video or a photo
I need a
after
picture.
we're done filming, because she literally reminds me of Tiffany Cox.
Oh my god, stop. You hype me up. Just kidding. But yeah, so I was in a skimpy ass bikini. I'll send him this one picture that I took at the beach because I ate.
I saw her hair. Your hair is really pretty. How did you get it that curly?
That's my natural hair.
Shut up.
That's my
You
natural
fucking
hair.
bitch.
It's not fun. Yeah, it's my natural hair.
Huh?
It's my natural hair.
Wow. Jealous as fuck over
okay,
here.
if you literally put your hand in a bun and put out your little baby hairs, they'd get hella curly. Because right now, if you look at my hair, you're like, oh, she's just a little white girl that has, like, straight, kind of, like, wavy hair. But as soon as I put the shit in a bun, it literally, like, all my baby hairs, they literally turn into, like, coils.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can't believe you.
What else? If you go to the beach, since it's, like, so salty, and, like, just, like, if you just go to the beach, everything just turns curly.
Oh, yeah. So what else did you do this week, other than that? You almost have a college. Community college,
God,
right? You're almost done.
I have my last exam on Tuesday, which is also the day of my conference championship for track. So I'm like, oh my god, I have so much shit I need to do.
I know, Tuesday's going to be so busy.
Tuesday's my busiest day. Oh my god, and you're coming too?
Mm-hmm. It's at 4, right?
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
At 4. And so, yeah. So that's going to be a busy day. Tomorrow's also going to be a busy day because the UV's high, so I obviously have the tan. And then...
Oh my god.
And then I got to study, and then I got to mentally prepare for the next day. But this week, I went to school. I did track practice. Went to work.
Yeah, she's a working gal, you guys,
Yeah,
in case you guys were
I
curious.
work at a church. I had work this morning because it's Sunday, so obviously I have to praise the Lord today. It's the Lord's Day. And then, God, what else did I do? I literally just go. I don't even, like, have a time to just, like, think.
Yeah, I think I only saw you twice this whole week.
Yeah, because it's like, I get home. Okay, I gotta go back to school to go to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta go to work. Okay, I actually have to do homework now. So how was your week?
So, I'm trying to remember. I don't think there was really much. So I want to say it was this week. I think it was this week. This week, I think we saw Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and I. I think we went over, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. It was Wednesday or Thursday when we went over there.
Thursday. You guys were
Yeah.
Thursday.
I love Charles. Charles is our grandparents' cat. I love him.
He hates me.
Well, I mean, like, I think he knows that you're, like, a dog person.
Yeah,
like, I feel like cats can
full-
sense that.
Oh, yeah. I am full dog gal and he's full cat,
Yeah.
cat man.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So
But,
cats
yeah.
just don't fuck with me, but dogs love me.
Mm-hmm. I think we can all agree that I feel like almost every single grandparent, I feel like, is, like, crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think there's any normal one. Especially ours.
Like mentally.
Yeah, mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think it was Grandpa, because he had the Apple Watch, and Mom had to set it up for him, and he didn't even have, like, the right charger, I think, on it. And so Mom's just like, oh my god, like, that's not the right charger. He's like, oh, it's not? She's like, no. And then he didn't update his phone, so that also wasn't working. And then he's like, oh, thank you, Diane. And then we left afterwards because we just were so exhausted. We're like, we're done. I think they're coming over today because Grandma got a new phone.
Why does she have a new phone? She does not need a new phone.
So, yeah, we were talking about it. Mom and Jeff and I, like, we were talking about it. We're just like, why does she get a new phone? You know what I mean? Because I don't think she needed a new phone. I think she just needed a whole new, like, reset. But, like, not like a whole new phone.
She got way too much shit.
But she got I don't know which one she got, but it's pink.
Oh, that's actually cute.
I know, that's what I said. I think Mom and I wanted a pink one when when we mentioned that.
Yeah. I think now, because you know how, like, the iPhone 15 now is coming out with colors. I think I might, like, get a color one. I don't know what color I'd get, but I'm kind of over the...
I was about to say, with the money that you have, I think you could probably buy one.
I'm not going to then.
Yeah,
Because
but
I have
I've seen that bank.
Stop.
I've seen your bank.
Oh my god, I actually have something exciting. I have a credit card. I got my first credit card. So I'm basically...
So cute.
I am a woman now because I have a credit card.
She's so wifey.
No, I am so wifey. As soon as y'all turn 18, get a fucking credit card. And be smart with your damn money. Because you build your credit card...
Should I get one?
You don't have a job, so there's really... If you
Well,
have a job...
you said if I was 18 now.
And if you have a job.
Oh, so you didn't add that part. You gotta be specific.
Okay. And if you're making money. But you get that credit score up. You need a credit score to get an apartment. You can't just be like, oh, I want an apartment. I'm gonna move it. No, you need shit, you know? And then you get so many benefits. So now I have this thing where every time I get gas, I get 5% cash back.
Fun.
So I'm getting cash back for spending money on gas.
What's your limit again?
500 a month.
It's actually not bad. And is that for like a month?
Yep. For a month.
That's not bad.
No, that's like perfect for me.
Yeah.
I literally don't spend money.
Because you don't have to like pay for like monthly bills or anything. So you're good.
Yeah, so I'm actually not at that level of a woman yet because I ain't got bills I'm paying.
Yeah, once you
gas.
get that career going, you'll you'll get there.
I buy gas and hot spicy McChicken, sometimes a cute little tank top.
I think gas prices are very concerning.
Oh my god. Y'all.
I don't know what's happening.
If you're in California, bitch. Over $5. Over $5.
And it keeps on going like up and down.
Yeah, that's how it always
like
is.
daily. Like
some days I'll look and I go to Arco because that's like the cheapest one.
Yeah, Mom goes to that one.
Why the fuck would you go to a Chevron when you can go to an Arco across the street?
And they're literally like right next door.
You're saving a full $1 every single gallon. You're dumb if you go to Chevron. I don't care. Unless you absolutely need to, then whatever.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I see like a $4.99, I'm like, oh, it's a good day. If I see like a $5.59, I'm like, oh, it's not a good day for gas.
I think it was this week or last week. Like, Mom wants to go get gas, and I think it was either Costco or that Arc one, and it went up like 20 cents. And then like the day before, it was like less than 20 cents.
Yeah, every day it's different.
Like,
every day it's different. I'm
just like, how does that, like, I don't know how they work the prices of that. Like, how does it?
It's just about it's some shit with the oil business.
Yeah, I've never understood that, why it went up and down like all the time.
So high because of something where like our country doesn't have as much oil, and oil is more scarce right now. Or not oil, I'll say gas, gasoline. We're not fucking talking about oil. I don't know what fucking industry I'm talking about, but it's just about how much gasoline we got going.
Yeah. But I think, what would you rate your week? 1 through 10. I feel like you had a good week. I feel like.
I give it a 7.
As far as I know.
I give it a 7. It's solid.
Fair.
7 is like a solid number. If I say 8, then that means like, wow, it's pretty good.
Right.
A solid week.
I'm gonna give it a 5.5 because I blistered my fingers from playing guitar.
Yeah.
I fucking blistered them.
That sucks.
I know, every time I do this, I still feel like the soreness in them. Because I'm trying to learn guitar, and like I am doing good, but there was this like one song where it was like very intense, so like you had to like constantly switch and all that. Yeah. And usually I do the slower one, so the fast one's like, oh fuck. So I was always switching them, and I kept on like scratching my fingers like this across the chords. Yeah. And I think that's what was like messing them up, but yeah, it was horrible. Also, you moved our camera.
Fuck. Oh, it's just on me now, huh?
You self-centered bitch. Anyways, I am really fucking thirsty, so I want to do our weekly drink.
Oh, yes.
We're still trying to figure out a name for like what we're gonna call it, because we don't know a name yet.
The thirsty segment.
Really?
I don't know.
Thirsty Sundays?
No, not Thirsty Sundays.
What about like Thirst Girls? Thirst Gals? Or Thirsty Gals?
Okay, guys, so we're ready for a Thirst Gal moment. Should we say that?
Yeah.
A Thirst Gal moment. Okay, so last week we kind of slacked with the Thirst Gal moment because we were just like, I was going through it. And so I was like, let's just fucking go to Starbucks. But we went grocery shopping earlier this week, and I was like, oh my god, let's get a fun drink. Also, I'm realizing that we're not getting like just general drinks. We're getting energy drinks.
Yeah. And she's picking these out. So like, what's up with you and energy drinks?
I just love them. So we are, in fact, we were PewDiePie stands. Well, I was a PewDiePie stan.
We're not anymore?
I am. I'm just saying. Like, I grew up.
I was like, what did you do now?
No, he's got a wife and kid.
Okay.
He's doing absolutely nothing. So he loves G Fuel, right? And I always see him like promote it, and I was like, oh, I want to try it. And so we got the PewDiePie flavored G Fuel, but we actually don't know what flavor it is. But I'm assuming cherries or cherry flavor.
I think it's
holding cherries.
I think it might be. Oh, I didn't even see that.
I think it's cherries because he's holding cherry.
Or it could be. No, it can't be fucking grapes. Because why would it be red?
It's red.
Yeah, I'm like, why would it be red if it's grapes?
Yeah.
Unless there's red grapes, but I don't think there is. But yeah.
0 sugar, energy drink, 0 calories. A little bit of sodium. That's what we got.
Yeah, so I don't know. G Fuel's like the powder, right?
Yeah. It's
what do you put it in with?
Water.
Okay. Mine squirted.
It smells good. I thought it would be like Like, kind of have a more
I
potent...
just smell bubbles.
Really? I thought it'd have a more potent scent. But it smells really, like, chill.
Kind of smells like cherry,
I just smelled some. Oh, there's no color to it. It's clear.
It kind of, like, it smells like cherry something. Like, I feel like I've smelled this before, but it's like cherry.
Capri Sun?
No, not Capri Sun. I don't know. Like, this smell just seems familiar, but alright, let's do a cheers moment.
Cheers to being
That was a lame-ass cheer.
I'm not gonna dunk. Oh, it's good. This literally tastes like a Capri Sun.
Mine's messy.
Mine tastes just like, it just tastes like a carbonated Capri Sun. This is good.
You know what? You might be right. I think it is Capri Sun.
If you've ever had a cherry Capri Sun, this is exactly what it tastes, but it's carbonated.
Mm-hmm.
This is good. This is good. I like this.
Okay, I might be a bitch today, but it might be a little bit too sweet for me. But that also could just be me being picky. But it is good though.
And you're a sweet bitch, and this is not sweet at
all. I know.
all.
That's why I'm shocked.
It's too sweet for you?
I know. I don't know why. It's more like the aftertaste that's sweet.
I can see. Okay, what do you rate it?
I'm gonna give it. I mean, I'll give it a 7.5 or 8 because it is good. It's just like the aftertaste for some reason feels sweet.
I give it a 9. I actually really like it.
If your drinks knock over on my fucking couch, I swear.
Bitch, it won't, because I've literally put it on a Lonnie one there before.
I've been seeing, like, real quick, because we're talking about the whole, like, PewDiePie drink. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing so many, like, YouTubers saying that they're retiring from making videos. What's going on?
Well, they're getting old, and they're like, I'm 40.
But, like, why are they all doing it, like, at the same time? And, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that is interesting.
Maybe they see, like, someone that they, like, grew up working with,
mm-hmm.
kind of like thing, like, in the YouTube business. Mm-hmm. And they see them quitting, and they're like, oh, like...
Because I saw Matt Pat was done. If you guys know who Matt Pat is. I believe he was... I think he was in Escape the Night with Joey Graceffa. Do you remember what Escape the Night was?
Yeah.
It was kind of like... Yeah.
But who's Matt Pat?
A YouTuber. But I saw that he quit, and then Jacksepticeye made a video about, like, retiring or, like, his opinions on it. Well,
just his opinion?
Yeah, so he was like, you know, I watched a little bit of it. He basically said, like, I'm not retiring at the moment, but I probably will eventually. And I'm like, all right, that's fair. And then Markiplier, I think, made a video about retiring. But, really? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was just like, why are so many people, like, making retirement videos? Like, that's weird. And it's, like, all in the same year.
So I have an opinion. Those people who... So, like, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Cinnamon Toast Ken, you know, like those guys?
Yeah, I love Ken.
Oh my god, he's so funny. Literally, I was realizing, because I was like, PewDiePie, like, you can tell that he's not burnt out, whatever, right? It's because he completely, like, changed his brand, and now he's doing what he wants to do. Right? He makes little vlogs, he does, like, little videos here and then with, like, Ken and whatever. But then you look at, like, Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, it's like they're making the exact same videos that they did 5-6 years ago. They're still playing games, da-da-da. So they're going to get burnt out because they're doing the exact same thing and they're not changing and they're not rebranding. So I think those people who are like, oh, I'm retiring, I'm quitting, da-da-da, they're not changing their brand, they're giving up on their whole entire brand. Where, like, if you're, like, someone like PewDiePie, then you're like, okay, I'm going to do what I want now.
Because, like, the big thing with Markiplier was Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, I remember watching his videos in, like, 2013, 14. And then her and I used to play the Five Nights at Freddy's games because of how popular it was. And I mainly played it because of Markiplier. And, like, now that franchise, game-wise, is pretty much done. So it's
I
like,
feel like the whole, like, gaming world now is, like, it's gone so downhill. Because now it's like, oh... There's no, like, big games anymore. Like, there's, like, a handful, like, okay, what's, like, one...
Like, Fortnite.
Yeah, but, like, those games. I'm saying... Oh,
like, online games, but, like...
Not scary games. There's no, like, big scary games anymore. I think the last big hit was, what, Quarry? How do you pronounce that one again? Quarry? Q-U-A-R-R-Y?
Oh, the Quarry?
Yeah, Quarry. That was probably, like, the last one. And it wasn't even, like, that big.
I think for me it was Resident Evil. Because a lot of people...
Was Resident Evil before or after Quarry?
Like the most recent one that came out?
Mm-hmm.
The last one that came out was in 23, so after Corey. Because Corey came out in 22.
I didn't know that there was another Resident Evil.
Well, they did a remake.
Okay, that's why.
So it's not like a brand new game. They've been doing remakes of their games.
See, that's what I mean, though. It's like there's no, like, original good scary games coming out. There was Five Nights at Freddy's. There was, like, all, like, when Dead by Daylight was popping, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all those crazy games. So, like, those guys who thrive off of scary games, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and PewDiePie, it's like, I think PewDiePie was the one who realized, like, okay, this is getting old. I need to grow up. I'm fucking, like, what, 35? I need to not be like, how's it going, bros? Whatever. It's PewDiePie.
But I also think it's understandable because of the fact that a lot of these YouTubers have been making those videos for, like, not even, like, years, like, over a decade. They've been doing these videos since, like, early, like, like, 2000s. Like, 2007 or 2008.
Yeah.
And now it's, 2024. You know what I mean? So,
and I think
it's understandable.
Yeah. And I think those people, it's like, those YouTubers are simply doing it because that's what their viewers want.
And that's also what they're most, like, known for, too. Is for doing, like, video game videos.
Yeah.
So when they do something different, they're like, huh? Like, this is what I'm used to watching. You know what I mean? So.
That's how I feel. Well, can we talk about Emma Chamberlain?
Fine.
Dude.
She's annoying me.
Oh, I know. That's why I want to talk about it. So, since we're just on the topic of YouTubers and, like, changing. Okay, let's both, like, give a backstory to Emma. I remember the first video I watched of Emma was her going to Coachella when she was blonde. That was my first video of me seeing her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so funny. And I've been obsessed with her ever since. Like, when the Sister Squad was a thing, oh my god, me and my friends would eat that shit up. Scrunchy, Doc Martens, fucking Brandy, like, oh my god, I loved her. And even when she got older and she was, like, doing her little, like stupid vlogs where she would just vlog her day, even though she would just, like, work out, make coffee, go thrift, and probably just, like, lay in bed.
Like the most recent ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like High or like one.
No, not those.
Oh.
I'm talking about before she went cold turkey. Stop.
Oh.
Saying those ones when she went, like, all the way up until she, like, dyed her hair brown again.
Oh, okay.
Before she did that, I was like, oh my god, these are just so fun because it's like I'm doing the same thing. Like, let me just, like, watch her, and she was just like silly. And then, like, I didn't care. I was like, oh, this is fine. And then she went cold turkey, and then all of a sudden she came back with, like, where she said, like, rebrand, or I don't know what she said. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, whatever. Like, that's a fun one. But now I'm not subscribed to her anymore. Because I don't like her new videos.
I haven't watched any of her new videos. I mean, like, do you remember, like, the last one she posted?
No.
Wow. Damn.
I haven't even seen her recent, like, 5. Like, the only new ones that I watched were when she went traveling in Europe. And when she was, like, actually talking. And, like, she had good camera quality and not, you know, that whatever the shit she was doing.
The last video I watched of hers when she went to Paris or in Italy, and it was like, the title was in, like, French, I think. That was the last video I watched.
Yeah, I don't even know which one you're talking about. But then I was like, okay, let me, like, listen to her podcast, because it seemed like, oh my god, just the way she talks now and everything.
Yeah, no.
No, and I can't even sit and listen to her talk in a podcast, because the way she talks, I'm like, oh my god, please, like, just, like, relax. She's like, she talks like this, and my cats, and this, and it's like, okay.
She's Emma, guys.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And I'm like, you need to just chill.
And
I
she's
understand
like,
people change, and I understand, like, people want to, like, rebrand over, but I'm like, what happens?
Like, why would you want to rebrand into being a fucking dumbass? Like, sorry, but, like, why would you want to do that? Like, literally, like, I just don't understand. Like,
yeah.
Because, like, I saw a video of her on, I think, like, someone else's podcast, and she was talking about money and finances and how, like, you know, she was trying to sound like she was, like, you know, like a smart person. It's like, what the fuck? Like, no, this is not Emma.
You can be smart and still be chill.
Like, yeah, but just don't sound like a fucking nerd. Like, just don't.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being a nerd, but it just seems like...
Well, what I mean by being a nerd is just, like, being, like, all quirky and, like, you know, like... Yeah, she's just been annoying me. The only time that I actually, liked her recently was when she does Met Gala. Other than that, I just don't like her.
Yeah.
Because I liked her as the host for Met Gala. I thought she did fine, but, like...
See, like, when I watch her do that, like, she actually seems like herself.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like she's trying to be someone else.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing is from her doing, like, all these new videos and whatever the fuck. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I don't know. It just seems like she's trying way too hard. Like, with the whole, like, vintagey, the camera. Like, please get a good camera. You know, you can have this whole vintage vibe, but please get a new camera.
Yeah.
And, like, the microphones and stuff. I don't know. I'm just fucking picky.
Yeah. And then, I've been seeing... I'm trying to remember who else. Who was a part of the Sister Squad? It was James Charles and the Dolan twins. And they're done. They're not even doing anything anymore.
It's been years since they
Last time I heard anything about them was they were just doing... I think they were doing, like, a docu-series on, like, their family or something. But I don't know. I've never heard of them. And then James Charles has his own makeup brand, Painted. And then
He's so funny.
recently he's been hanging out with JoJo Siwa and doing Karma.
He's hanging out with everyone. Did you see that one TikTok of him where he was on live and someone, like, said something to him, like, a mean comment, and he's like, okay, bye, fatty.
Yeah, I saw that. That was so funny.
And
oh my
then,
god.
like, the person who, like, posted that TikTok on their TikTok being like, James Charles called someone fat. I'm like, if they're a fatty and they're being mean and doing hate comments, and he clapped back. He was like, okay, fatty, well, your shit is formed for you and you're choosing to be on my page, so that's your fault.
Yeah, he kind of
okay,
he ate that, honestly.
Is it so crazy how he's gone through, like, all these, like, conspiracies and scandals and shit, and he's just, like, everyone just, like, forgets how that he literally was, like, trying to turn straight men gay.
And then,
like,
the minors.
Yeah, and into minors and
and
shit.
then
it's
the...
like, okay.
And then he did something else in, like, 2018 or 19
Yes.
with, like, a beauty brand or something, if I'm correct.
Oh, that was with Sugar Bear Hair.
Yeah,
That was so funny.
What was that?
That was with him, Tati, and the Sugar Bear Hair scandal.
Yeah, but what was
you
that?
Remember?
No.
Bye, sister.
I remember Tati, but I don't remember, like, what happened.
So she was upset because she had her own hair and skin vitamin nails, whatever. I think it was just hair. Or maybe skin. One of those. I think it was just one of them. And her and James were, like, literally like this. Like, she was mommy, he was son. Like, they literally... She helped him through everything. And her biggest, like, competitor and someone that she really, like, was going up against in that realm was Sugar Bear Hair. Because they're like, oh, Sugar Bear Hair, take this little gummy bear vitamin and you're gonna have luscious locks.
Right.
Right? So James Charles, knowing this, right, he went to Coachella. And Sugar Bear Hair came to him and was like, if you do this brand deal, you can get, like, a handful of, like, free artist pass, right? Which is, like top tier,
Oh, God.
like, VIP at Coachella, right? Because that's what all these influencers do. They get them.
I think I know where this is headed.
Yeah, they do signings with, like, brands, and then they get flown out. And then if you just promote, like, this brand, then everything's free, right? So he went on Instagram and posted, being like, thank you, Sugar Bear Hair, for blah, 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 and was, like, promoting them, and Tati was pissed. And that's when she did the whole bye, sister, because that was, like, her last straw. Because at first she was mad at him for that reason, and then that's when she's like, oh, yeah, and he tried to turn these fuckers straight, and oh my god, da da da. Which is actually crazy to think.
Oh my god.
How that little encounter caused her to just make, like, an hour-long video of being like, you're a child predator, you fuck with straight men, and you fucking
my god.
turned on me from Sugar Bear Hair. So.
And then is that when you made the video of, like, him in a really bad hairdo and black sweater?
Yeah.
Yeah. The video's so funny. I saw a video where it's like they do, like, apology videos and it's only, like, them breathing and it's so funny. They're just like
one of my favorite ones is the Laura Lee one where she's, like, crying and then the booger flies out. You ever seen that one?
No.
It's so funny.
Oh my god, that would be embarrassing.
Yeah. So that's basically it.
Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, like, if you guys like Emma and stuff, like, that's fine. Like, I understand why people like her, but it's just, like, when you watch her, like, older videos, like, before, like, pandemic, and then you watch her videos, like, now, it's just, like, it just annoys you a little bit, because it's just, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
At times.
It just seems
in
like
the nicest way possible, but it's just, like, when the fuck is this?
Like, I feel like her fashion and everything is, like, totally, like, her.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like her persona that she's turned into from the fashion is not her.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, she's, like, so vintage and she loves, like, da-da-da.
Yeah.
And I feel like now that she's into that stuff, she's like, oh, I need to act like this because this is how my fashion and style is now.
I agree.
Which I don't like. It's like, you can express yourself with fashion however you want, but don't make that your whole, like, persona, you know?
I think my favorite model right now, I don't know how to say her last name, but I think her name is like Alex whatever her last name is. She's so funny. She's so my god.
I've literally, there was this one video that, it's been like, I've been following her for like at least 2 years. Like, she literally is so funny. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. But, okay, this is really annoying. But people keep saying that she's trans, and she's literally not. She's literally not trans at all.
I think they're saying, well, I think anyways, I think they're saying that she's trans is because she looks like Hunter, and Hunter is...
Yeah.
I think that's why, but it's like, how do you know that she's
she
trans?
Has, like, defined features, and, like, she has, like, flat titties. But I'm like...
But that doesn't mean
like,
that you're
you
trans.
Don't look at her and are like, oh yeah, she's trans. No, she's literally just a model.
Yeah.
So that's just really annoying. How they're like, oh my god, like, she's trans. I'm like, scroll to the bottom of her Instagram, which is what I did. And you can see that she literally has been a female since day one.
Or even, like, if you're really, like, that, like, for sure, you could probably just look it up, probably, too.
Okay, well, I looked it up on TikTok, and everyone's saying she's trans. And I'm like, she's not trans.
So they're spreading false information.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. So, like,
yeah, that's...
You can tell when someone is trans. She is not trans.
No.
At all. Like, at all. So I'm just like...
But I do agree that she does look very similar to Hunter Schafer. Like, I think they do look similar, but no.
So do all models. Like, all female models, they have masculine features.
And they're also, like, really skinny, too.
Yeah, you're not... I'm sorry, but you're not gonna have a fucking Balenciaga model have some big ol' knockers unless you're, like, Kanye West's bitch, Bianca or something.
Because you have to, like, be able to fit into things. And sometimes stuff is really skinny. I mean, look at fucking... I think it was, like, Kim Kardashian. She wore, like, a fucking tape suit. Like, the one in yellow, she could barely even fucking walk in it.
Yeah.
It's like, you have to be able to fit in stuff.
That's just how the modeling industry is. What? I'm sorry, but, like, if you're, like, this high brand, you're not gonna want someone who's short and fat to represent your clothes because that's not aesthetically appealing. You're gonna want someone tall and slim because you're gonna want to showcase, like, how fashion, like, looks really nice.
Literally just look up, like, well-known models and you'll see how, like, almost all of them look almost the exact same. They're skinny, slim. Yeah. Their arms and legs sometimes look really, really long because of how skinny they are. Like, they all look like that. So it's just like...
You want a model with long legs because you don't want them doing a runway and you fucking are like...
Yeah.
Your strides are, like, this big.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not appealing. So that's why I got so annoyed when Victoria's Secret and, like, Pink, you know how they had, like, the iconic Victoria's Secret, like, shows where they do have, like, the angel wings and it was, like,
Adriana, those are cool.
And, like, Kendall Jenner. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And then when they got, like, canceled or whatever, I'm like, dude, like, why are you canceling them? Like,
what did they get canceled for?
Because they were like, oh, they're fat phobic and
oh my god,
they're so inclusive.
No, it's just they're gonna hire people that are skinny and slim. It's not them being fat phobic. It's just that's what they're gonna do. Like, even, like, in the acting industry, like, if you're wanting someone who looks 12, they're not gonna hire a fucking person that looks 80 years old. It's like, it's not like they're being disrespectful. It's just they have certain standards or certain types that they want. It's just they're not being fat phobic. It's just
like for these, like, I can't remember what the name of, like, the Victoria's Secret shows were, but it's like you want the most gorgeous fit big old titty girls. Like, why? Like, that's just how, it's not even just like, oh, this is gonna look good for men. It's just like, it's gonna look good for the brand. So them being like, oh, we want to be more whatever,
yeah,
it's like, okay, that'd be cool for like a website, you know, like online, like, oh, I'm plus size, I want to see what my what that bra would look like on like my plus size body, you know. That makes sense. But I'm like, for an iconic runway show, it's like, you want to see the baddest bitches walking that fucking shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like, I don't know. That's just annoying to me.
Yeah.
For how that's like canceled now and it's ruined.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we just appreciate hot women?
And also, like, if you think the certain, like, brand or something is fat phobic, go to a place that isn't fat phobic. Because not every single model is skinny and slim. There are some agencies that hire, like, curve or plus size models. Like, not all models, you know, that are hired are skinny and slim. Like, there are different types, but it's just like, if you are really that big on fat phobia, like, just go to a place that isn't fat phobia as you claim.
Accepted. You know, why are you trying to push yourself into something where you know you're not going to be accepted, and then you're like, oh, this place is da-da-da.
Like, check out,
because they're not going to fuck with you. You're purposely inserting yourself into a situation where you know you're not going to be accepted. So why are you getting butthurt when you're not accepted? When you can go somewhere where you know they're open and they welcome you, and they're like,
literally all you have to do is research. All you have to do is research before you go in. Like, just research their brand, what people they hire, like what their models look like. Like, I feel like if you research, you can kind of like already know ahead of time where it's gonna go. If you're someone who is considered plus size, like, I feel like you can kind of predict that. Even like people with like I said, the iron agencies that hire plus size people, like, look up their brand, and then, you know, if most of their models are plus size and you're plus size, you're like, oh, maybe I have a good shot at being hired. It's just like, it's very simple. Just put the fucking time in. Like, I don't understand. That's all you have to do. It's not that fucking hard. Like, it's really not.
I was about to say that maybe I'm feeling, or maybe I'm talking a little too, like, insensitive because I'm skinny, but I'm like, you don't give a fuck, so why?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm plus size.
Yeah.
I'm a 2 to 3XL. I'm plus size, and I'm not even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you know, like, your place, and I know my place, so it's just like.
Yeah, her and I are totally different. We're in a whole different section.
Yeah.
Like, she, like, what are you? Like,
an extra small.
Yeah, you're an extra small. My fat ass is not gonna fit in an extra small. I'm literally gonna, like, wear it, and then it's gonna rip in half.
Like, you're not gonna be shopping at Brandy, and you're not gonna go to
or
Brandy
even
and be like, this isn't my size. You guys are fucking fat.
Like, there's some stores that I will look up online, and I'll look at their sizes, and then it will be like from, you know, small to like XL, and I'm like, oh, there's no way in hell I'm gonna shop here. Like, like, it's very simple. Just put the time in. Do your research.
Sometimes it does suck because maybe, you know. But I struggle with that too, with being too small, because I go to a store and I'm like, bitch, this shit is too fucking big. Like, this shit won't fit me. So, like, it's annoying. I bet you it's really annoying.
But yeah, just like, literally
I want
just.
this shirt, but I know it won't be like oversized on me, whatever.
Just research and stuff, and just like, there are places for a certain type of people. There's also some places for people who are like over my size as well, and like the 5X or 6X. Like, there's different places for certain people. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's simple. Just do your research. Fucking put the time in. That's all you have to do. Like, that's it. End of discussion. Anyways, I'm done with that because it's annoying me. But unfortunately, we're talking about something else today that's going to annoy me. But, you know, I think people should know about it because it's crazy. I feel like if you're someone who watches the news or possibly uses TikTok and gets, like, news clips, I think you guys will be very aware of the P Diddy lawsuits. There's just so much. But there was one that was just filed recently, literally this month. Or no, it was February, I think. Yeah, it was February, actually. In February of this year, a lawsuit was filed against P Diddy for really bad claims: sex trafficking, sexual abuse, and raping people.
Just some fuck shit.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So that's been all over the news. And then people's stories from like even before this lawsuit have come forward, and it's just like, oh my god. But yeah, so there's two main lawsuits, two big ones. There's also other lawsuits, but I'm not gonna go through those today, so sorry. But there's two big ones, like really big ones. Like so the first lawsuit is a 35-page document, and then the one that was filed this year is a 73-page lawsuit.
Holy shit.
Which, you know, if you look at a 73-page lawsuit, you know it's gonna have some shit going on in there. So yeah, but so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first lawsuit, because that one I think is already resolved. It was back in like, it was like 2018, I think, was when this was filed.
Okay.
I think, because like I said, the one that was just filed this year hasn't been resolved. It's only been filed. So that one's not resolved yet, but the first one has been resolved. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start, because there's just so much. Like, I'm gonna be out of breath reading through this.
I don't really know anything. I don't know the details. I just have seen clips and stuff on TikTok. So I
think even if you don't know what's going on and the stuff that I read, I think you'll probably still be like shocked about it. So
okay.
But the first lawsuit was filed by Cassie Ventura, and she is a musical artist, and she was very well known for her single Me and You, which, have you heard that song? I haven't.
Me and You?
Yeah, it's by Cassie Ventura.
Okay.
Ventura.
This shit hit. She is really pretty.
Yeah, she looks like this.
Yeah, she bad as fuck.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Yeah, of course I know that song.
So, Cassie Ventura came out with that single. It's called Me and You. And it was really, really popular, I feel like. And P Diddy was in a club in New Jersey, and he heard her song, and he was like, oh, this song sounds cool. I want to hook up with her and, you know, possibly work for her.
Okay.
So...
Wait, what do you mean? Like, he wanted to fuck her?
No, like, he wanted to work for her, like a producer.
Because you say hook up, and that means...
Oh, no, sorry, no. He wanted to produce... Well...
He just wanted to meet her.
Yes, right.
Okay.
But, yeah. So...
work with her because he liked how
she
sounded. Okay.
So, in February 2006, Cassie signed a 10-album record deal with P Diddy, which is where it's like a 10-year thing.
Okay.
And so, Cassie's first album came out, which is called Cassie. It was released in 2006, and it debuted at number 4 on the U.S. Billboard 200, which is pretty good.
That's good.
I feel like for a first album, that's really good.
Yeah.
I think what reminds me of her first album kind of reminds me of Olivia Rodrigo with Sour. Okay. Because her album was really, really big, and that was like her first album too. Yeah. So she reminds me of Olivia a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm listening to you. I'm just listening.
She's just like, okay, fucking move on.
No, bitch, I'm literally just fucking listening.
Okay, so obviously with this, she was really popular and stuff, and a lot of people really liked her and wanted to talk with her. And P Diddy mentions how, you know, she had like anxiety stuff, and like she was nervous about performing and stuff, and
who wouldn't?
Stuff like that, which is understandable. Yeah. I have issues like that. I feel like you do too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I just came out with a fucking album and was like, okay, you're gonna go on a tour,
yeah,
I'm gonna be nervous.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
So this is what P Diddy says about like how she was nervous. So he says, you could hear the nervousness in her voice, and to be honest, I kind of smiled at her because it made me really appreciate what I really loved about her. She is a regular person. It just made me appreciate that she got nervous, and it was kind of cute to me. And to be honest, you gotta understand that success for her is just coming out of nowhere. It's just so huge, and sometimes people handle it very differently.
Okay.
Which...
a little weird.
Yeah, it kind of makes...
a little weird.
Yeah, like... Yeah.
Oh, I found
it's
it
kind of...
Okay,
yeah, he found it cute. What the fuck is that?
Okay, that's a little weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Maybe not a red flag. I'm gonna say orange flag.
Yeah. Orange flag. And so during the time that like he was a producer for her, he wanted to also be her guardian and take full control over her.
That's a red flag.
And yeah, I agree, because what the fuck is that? And what's also interesting is that he already took guardianship of another artist as well prior to this, which is interesting.
You know who?
Usher.
Usher?
In 1990, in the 90s. He worked with Usher, and he was 13 at the time, and his parents gave Diddy actual guardianship over him in the 90s, and
why the fuck would they do that?
Well, because there's an interview of Usher. I'll put the link below if you want to watch it. It's like a 1-minute interview. Okay. Basically, he says that, like, his parents didn't really, like, think that he was a bad person, and, they thought he was responsible and stuff, and so they didn't really think that anything was wrong with that, but
even then.
But, yeah.
Like, why? Why would you do that?
Yeah, I think...
Okay,
yeah.
What's her name again? Cassie?
Mm-hmm.
Cassie? How old was Cassie, and how old was P Diddy at this time?
So, Diddy was 38.
Okay.
And she was 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Mm-hmm.
To be like, oh, he's cute.
Yeah.
That's little gross.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you're her father.
Yeah. I was shocked when I heard that. I was like, she was 19, and he's almost in his 40s.
Yeah. Bro.
Yeah, kind of...
Okay, continue.
Kind of gross. But I'm going to go to Usher for a second, so... Because it's interesting. So, when Usher took guardianship of... Or when Diddy took guardianship of Usher, they actually went to this camp, and he's took in, like, multiple people. I think possibly Cassie, too. I don't know if he did or not, but... Usher talks about these parties and basically how they were, like, full of women and people and stuff, and... he could basically do whatever he wanted, stay up all night and, have drugs and alcohol and stuff. And so he thought that was weird. And what kind of disturbed me a little bit was that Usher said things like, things would happen and I didn't fully understand them, which kind of disturbs me.
How old was he when?
13.
Well, yeah, a 13-year-old boy walking into that is going to be like, oh, like, this is weird.
But that kind of disturbs me because I think he was the only, like, minor that was at this camp. So that kind of disturbs me.
Maybe.
Because I think everyone else was adults.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, especially Diddy.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, the parties you went to, knowing Diddy, they're in fucking Hollywood, there had to obviously been girls there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But as a 13-year-old, you're not gonna, like, even if you, like, say you know what sex is and whatever, just even knowing that, if you walk in, you're not going to fully comprehend what that is until you physically see it. Mm-hmm. So saying that, oh my God, I think I would shit my pants. Yeah. And be like, oh.
And then another incident in November of 2006, Diddy invited Cassie to perform with him at the MTV Europe Awards. And during the hair and makeup process before they performed, Cassie's hairstylist told her that Diddy was interested in her in a sexual way. And she did not want to be with him. She was not interested. But yet he was still pursuing her. And he actually forced himself to Cassie's 21st birthday. And there was one time where he actually pulled her during the party. He actually pulled her inside a bathroom and forcibly kissed her. And she ran out of the bathroom crying. And she only told her friend at the time because she just didn't know who to tell. And so, yeah, very disturbing to think about.
Poor girl.
I know.
Poor birthday.
I just don't understand. I really don't. Like, I don't understand why you think doing that is okay. Like, I just don't get it.
You can get away with it.
Yeah.
It's how fucking old saggy ball man.
Mm-hmm. And so the following day, after that incident, Cassie and Diddy went to a award show after this, and in the award shows, there's like tables, you know what I mean? And so Cassie and Diddy were at the same table. And then Cassie's boyfriend decided to join Cassie at the table. Okay. And of course, Diddy, being the guy that he is, got pissed off about it and started yelling and asking security to remove the boyfriend because he didn't like him being there.
Wow.
Can you believe that shit?
How was Diddy not embarrassed to do that?
I don't know.
Public, be like,
yeah, I don't know how he isn't.
Move him.
I don't actually know. And then another incident happened in September 2007. Cassie decided to go clubbing with Diddy, and she was in her apartment. And he told her that he would pick her up. And then when he came up to the car, she saw that he was incredibly drunk, and she went into the car, and he gave her a pill, And he told her to take the pill, and she kept on asking what this pill was. And he just kept on saying, take the pill, don't worry about it. And so she took the pill, and it turns out that the pill was filled with ecstasy in it,
Okay.
which is not good. So then, after she took the pill, Diddy started driving, and he was driving at really high speed down the West Side Highway on Manhattan, and he was being a fucking dumbass.
Okay, yeah.
So, really scary. And then after that, this is really fucking crazy. So, Diddy was trying to, like, figure out how to, like, basically get Cassie without the boyfriend present.
Okay.
So, get this. He decided in the fall of 2007, he decided to promote a fake flyer for a party for Cassie and sent it to her, and she didn't know that it was a fake flyer. And he did this so that, you know, she would go to Miami and he would all, you know, be together.
Wow.
A fake fucking flyer.
So, did anything happen out of that? Like, did he do anything to her?
Unfortunately. So when she got to Miami, he forced her to take numerous amounts of drugs. It's undetermined what kind they were, but it's probably bad stuff. And basically, he drugged her enough to the point where he actually had sex with her.
So he raped her? That sucks. That poor girl.
Sick. And then after he had the sex encounter, he basically started, like, flashing money at her. He bought her a Jaguar. He bought her an apartment. And he also bought her designer clothing.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of money.
Yeah, to make her think, oh, what I just did wasn't wrong because look at what I'm doing. I'm fooling you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's sick. Sick.
And then Cassie found out that he had actually gotten prescriptions from a doctor for these drugs. And basically he had basically been given too many drugs and to the point where he couldn't get any more. So he demanded Cassie to go to the same doctor and get prescription drugs in her name.
Wow.
So that he could get the drugs.
Wow.
And force her to do it.
Wow. That's crazy.
Okay, so it is a day later after we filmed, and we had some technical difficulties, really bad technical difficulties. So
Play here.
we were so tired, so we just decided to do it tomorrow.
Which is now today.
Well,
So today's now Monday.
yeah, you're confusing me.
Okay. So that's why we're wearing different clothes. And I look like shit. And I have a new bevy, which is a Coke vanilla. So we decided, because we went on this whole, like, tangent, basically, about these lawsuit files. Yeah. About P Diddy. And it was literally like 30 minutes of footage. And so we decided that we're just gonna give, like, kind of a rundown. What, bitch? What, bitch?
I just, in my mind, I have that video clip in my head, the loud as volume. Okay, so we left up at Cassie getting prescription drugs for Diddy, right?
Yep.
Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Because he was getting too many, so he couldn't go.
So I'm just gonna read out what we know, and then we'll give our final thoughts after everything's read, just to get things going, because I'm gonna try and make this as quick as I can. So, gotta get my throat ready. Okay, so where we left off is that Cassie had to get prescription drugs in Miami, and P Diddy also controlled her medical records. There was one time where she went to a MRI scan specialist to get her MRI scan for memory loss, and then she never found out what the results were because it went directed to P Diddy, and P Diddy decided to not share the results to her, which is messed up.
So fuck.
There was also times where when they would be out in public, he would have Cassie put his gun in her purse, which is weird, I feel like.
Well, because if he had it on him, he'd probably get caught. And then if someone saw that she had it, they'd be like, oh, it's your gun, not his.
And obviously, I think it's very clear that this relationship was very volatile and very violent. And so we're gonna go to the first incident of a violent assault. So the first time that this occurrence happened was at a Jay-Z party, and P Diddy saw that Cassie was talking to another guy at the party, and him being the guy that he is, he got pissed off, and then he beat and kicked her at the party, which I don't understand that, like especially if it's in public, but
Yeah.
okay. And then on January 2009, P. Diddy also found out that Cassie was talking to another music manager at a party in Los Angeles. And while they were driving in the car back to his house, he cornered her into the car and started stomping on her face. And then once they arrived to the house, Cassie tried to bolt and run and escape from P. Diddy. He chased her down and then once again repeated the stomping on her face again.
Yeah, stomping is crazy.
And he also demanded his staff to keep her held inside the London hotel for an entire week, which is crazy. And early on in the relationship between P. Diddy and Cassie, she was forced into sex trafficking, and Diddy wanted Cassie to engage in the sexual acts with other sex workers while he would watch and pleasure himself. The first occurrence, Diddy hired a sex worker to come to his house in Los Angeles, and they wore masquerade masks, and they also ingested drugs later on that day. And he wanted Cassie and the sex worker to do different types of acts, and he would also film these occurrences, and he would call these occurrences freak-offs or FOs. And he would demand freak-offs weekly from Cassie. And after the first occurrence, Cassie was responsible for hiring the sex worker and also finding the place to do these freak-offs. And if the sex worker did a good enough job or pleased P. Diddy, he would allow them to go on private planes and basically fly them around anywhere they wanted to, and were allowed to be given free drugs, basically.
I can't stand the thought of just a man just doing that. Like, just sitting there and watching, it just makes me sick.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
There was also a conversation that P. Diddy brought up where if anyone tried to delete any of the films, that he had the power to recover deleted films. One time, Cassie deleted one of the films online when they were on a plane, and Diddy forced her to put it back up online and watch the entire thing. He also said that he wouldn't work on her second album unless a freak-off would happen. On August of 2015, at Cassie's 29th birthday party, he demanded a freak-off in the middle of the party and demanded the guests to leave. And at first, she declined the offer and said no. But then P. Diddy and his staff cornered her into a corner until she agreed to participate in a freak-off. And after the freak-off on the same day, P. Diddy and Cassie went back to the London hotel, and that's when Cassie's friends came by the hotel to, basically come by and see how Cassie was doing. And one of the friends made a comment to P. Diddy, so that confirmed what she said. But P. Diddy didn't like the comment. So then after that comment was made, he brought her to the balcony and held her by her ankles on the 17th balcony and held her dangling by her ankles.
On the 17th floor.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
And Cassie was so sedated to where she didn't even react or didn't know what was going on, which is crazy. So obviously for a very long time, Cassie tried to leave P. Diddy and end their relationship and just get out of a shitty situation. And anytime that she would try to do that, P. Diddy and his staff would threaten her with several very deadly things, which is crazy. And, once again, after, that, he demanded another freak-off, which she agreed to. And during this freak-off, Diddy went through her phone log and found messages between her and Kid Cudi, who she briefly dated. Diddy began to be frustrated and lunged at her with a corkscrew. She then later on ran out of the room when she was stopped by Diddy's staff, who told her just to talk to him when she returned. She returned to the room and then was hit and kicked several times in the back. It goes on to say that in February of 2012, Diddy wanted to blow up Kid Cudi's car, and he wanted to make sure that his friends were around to witness it and see everything. What's crazy is that a few days after she mentions this, Kid Cudi's car blows up.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Very.
Which what I said in the fucking robot video was like, it's just crazy how he knew. How P Diddy, he just like, oh my god, that fucker just knew everything and anything at all times.
I think we can both agree that we feel like he had a part of it. Like that's just a.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, like a few days after she said that it happened.
And he's threatening to. He did it. He did it.
In 2016, during a freak-off, Diddy decided to punch her in the face while a freak-off happened. And later on that day, P. Diddy fell asleep, and she tried to leave the hotel room, but then once she tried to escape, P. Diddy woke up and chased her and threw a glass vase at her. She then got into the elevator, and then afterwards, a couple hours later, she decided to go back to the hotel to apologize to him. And that's when she was interrupted by hotel staff that told her to never return to the hotel. And it was also confirmed that P. Diddy himself paid the hotel $50,000 for security footage of the time that they were in the hotel, which is crazy to me.
So then he could have that footage of that shit going down and then delete it and then be like, well, that never happened. There's no proof.
Yeah.
It's all just talk.
After some time, Cassie and P. Diddy came to an agreement that they would end their relationship. And so P. Diddy drove to her house in 2018 to discuss their relationship. And that's when he forced himself into her house and allegedly raped her. And after that incident, Cassie cut all ties with P. Diddy and sold the Jaguar, the homes, and basically everything. And also ended her record deal with Bad Boy. And then she filed a lawsuit after that and settled for $3 million. And that's pretty much everything.
She got that bag. She got that bag and fucking dipped.
$3 million.
Yeah. Money does not buy happiness, but it could give her a little bit of joy in that moment.
Something, yeah, for sure. And then in 2019, she got married to a professional bull rider, Alex Fine, and they have 2 children together. And from what I looked up online, they seem pretty happy. They seem like they're a good couple and stuff. And so
I went on her Instagram because I was like, I want to see what she's up to. She got 2 little kiddos, and she got her hubby. She looks real happy, and she looks very spiritual. Like her captions look really nice. Yeah, I was like, oh,
it's really good to hear. And then after her lawsuit that she filed, 3 other lawsuits came after that, which we're not going to go through today, but the basis of these lawsuits were alleging sexual assault, sex trafficking, and stationary rape. And from what I know, one of them was settled, and then 2 other ones, I believe, weren't settled. So there was only one in 2017 that was settled for, I don't remember how much. It's actually an undisclosed amount, so we actually don't know how much it was settled for.
Interesting. They could be good or bad.
Yeah, we don't know how much it was settled for. So real quick, we're going to go into the most recent lawsuit that was filed just this year. February 26, 2024, music producer Lil Rod filed a 73-page lawsuit against the following people: P. Diddy, Lucian Garange, Ethiopia Moraine, Christina Chrome, and Combs Enterprise as co-conspirators in operating a racketeering establishment that allows sex trafficking and drug trafficking, sexual abuse, theft of work, violent assault, unconsented video recordings of sexual acts, usage and distribution of illegal firearms, and also the stationary rape of minors who were given laced alcoholic beverages. Which is pretty big.
Which is a mouthful.
Yeah, for sure. Just like a real quick recap. So, Lil Rod and P. Diddy worked together on his album. He hired Lil Rod to produce songs for his upcoming album, the Love Album. And during that 13th month period, basically just really bad things happen. Like there's so much. I'm not gonna go through all of it. If you want to go read it, we'll post the document
Yeah.
in the
Basically,
description.
rape, shooting, minors, assault, money,
Basically
everything.
anything bad that you can think of.
Yeah. And it either was happening to Lil Rod or he was there witnessing it happening to other people.
Yeah.
So,
Because I feel like at first it was other people, but then it became him being involved in it.
Yeah.
For sure.
not him doing it, just him being a victim.
Yeah. So now we're going to go to March 25th of 2024. Southern District of New York sent Homeland Security to raid P Diddy's house in LA. Diddy's sons, Justin and Christian, were detained in handcuffs while the authorities raided the property. And during this time, P Diddy was in Miami, so he wasn't at the house. And there's clips of him, if you want to go look them up, it's very simple. Basically, he's in Miami just just losing his shit. Just like freaking the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And then a guy named Brendan Paul was arrested at the airport for possession of cocaine. And the authorities obtained electronic equipment, recordings, and also firearms that were retrieved in the house. And it hasn't been said if they're done yet, but I don't think they are because, like I said, there's just so much they have to go through. So
Yeah.
I imagine they're not done searching the house, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But so far to this day, P Diddy's just in Miami living his life. He's with, I think, the twins, I think, is what the video that I saw of him with. And he's just out and about in Miami, not really giving a fuck about anything. So, yeah.
Tell him about the Instagram post, the Instagram story, about what he said.
Oh, yeah. After he was sued and going through the filing of the 3 lawsuits, he decided to go on Instagram and made a post about, like, the whole allegations and stuff.
Yeah.
So, this is what he said in the post. So, he says the following. Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation, and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of these awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for my truth. Sean Diddy Combs.
Okay.
Sickening allegations.
And then what I said in our robot video was, like, it's one thing if there's just, like, a couple people being like, oh, yeah, like, he did that to me too, or da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bitch. This is a lot of people who are coming forward and being like,
We're suing him.
yeah.
Pretty much the exact same thing.
And not even, like, victims themselves, just witnesses being like, oh, I saw this. Like, this shit is not a coinkydink.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a coinkydink.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, another thing that I did last night, because I was like, I've never been on Diddy's Instagram before. So, I went on his Instagram and I looked at all of the people he followed. I'm not kidding, at probably, like, 50 just fucking thoughts. Like, OnlyFans girls or, like, sex workers or one of those.
Just recently you looked at it?
Literally last night, yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, you say you got a wife and kids, yet you're following big booty bitches off.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little sus. You have a little baby, and you're following big booty, big titty bitches on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, don't be doing that. So when I was looking at that, I was like, okay. I was like, are these some of the girls that were, like, part of the freak offs or
Maybe.
something like that? But I was looking and they don't follow him. So maybe he's just, like, looking at them to look at them.
Maybe.
Yeah. And there was a couple where it was just, like, compilations of
Maybe
women.
They went to the parties.
Or maybe he saw them, like, on Instagram and he, like, sent in their DMs and was like, hey, I'll fly you out if you're interested in, you know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible.
And they were like big ones, like at least 100,000 followers. It's not like
Wow.
it's not like just like a couple thousand.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking great for Diddy.
No.
It's looking pretty bad.
I'm like, if the wife has to know. His wife has to know. And I didn't even know he was married.
He's currently married?
Yeah.
To who?
I don't fucking know. He just posted a happy birthday to my sweet wife or some shit. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, the wife has to know.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if he's doing all this shit, she's not just going to be like, oh, like, he's not answering me. There's, like, this weird room upstairs. Like, I don't know what he's doing. No. She's going to be like, hey, why aren't you answering me? Like, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. So she has to know.
Probably.
Yeah. And to get the kids involved is sick.
Yeah, the sons were involved.
Yeah. And just even, like, the girls, like, the little girls, like, his daughters, like, even though they're not doing anything, they still are going to have that reputation of, like, oh, Diddy is my dad.
Yeah.
So then they're going to be fucked. Like, yeah. Oh, who's your dad? Like, and they're like, oh, Diddy.
Yeah.
That doesn't look good.
God, no.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
But I imagine that the trial is probably going to happen next year for Lil Rod Lawsuit, because it's only his lawsuit that's being resolved right now, but...
Oh, yeah, and I was also saying how I don't understand how he's literally free right now when there's, like, so much shit that he can get arrested for.
And he's also not ordered to stay in the country.
Yeah, so he's a literal free man.
Just living life. Just out and about on his fucking stupid bike.
Like, you're telling me law enforcement raided that house and did not see, like, a single thing where they're like, oh, we can arrest him for this. Because obviously they know there's, like, more to, like, the picture, you know? Mm-hmm. And most, like, so say, like, there's a serial killer on the loose, whatever. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, we don't have evidence of them being at the scene, but we can convict them of something small. So then they can at least be behind bars, you know?
Right.
And it's like, why aren't you doing that to him? If you know all this shit, the least you can do is something. Maybe possession of drugs. Maybe assault. Mm-hmm. A firearm or some shit. It's like, I don't understand why they're not even doing that small thing.
I will never understand that. It's really fucking stupid. It really is. Like, one thing about the justice system, which I think you and I can both agree, is so fucking stupid. How they handle some stuff. They pick and choose who they want to give their attention to. Because there's sometimes where the justice system does the right thing right away, and then there's sometimes where they don't even do anything at all that should have been done. Yeah. Like, it's just... But they don't give a fuck. Said, they pick and choose. Yeah, they pick and choose. And if you have someone with this much power, like Diddy, he can manipulate the whole thing. Because he has so much money and power. That's like with that whole Jeffrey Epstein shit. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, he gets so much money and just be like, I will fucking ruin your life. I was saying this yesterday where during the trial he might try to like persuade people into doing things for him during the trial for money. Because he has money still. Or even like that one, or like people who will, what's the word, like vindicate for him or whatever. Like that one dude. Such a fancy word. I don't know. I've never heard that. Like, you know that one dude in the Quiet on Set where he went to trial for Drake Bell and he had these people write letters and shit? Yeah. He's probably going to do some of that shit. Maybe. There's a lot of look at all these good people on my side. Like, I am a good person because I have these good people who are going for me. Maybe. I'll be shocked, but yeah, probably. Well, what if he's like, I'll give you like $2 million right now if you can back me up. And people will. And if you're on drugs and in that scene, you're going to be like, oh, fuck yeah, I'll take $2 million to just like say like, oh yeah, you cool. Yep. So yeah. That's what I was thinking about after we filmed. Yeah. So it's like, what the hell? But so far, that's all we know. Like I said, we won't know until more stuff is out. Yeah. But I think that's pretty much everything. Like I said, we went into more detail in our edit video, but we just like I said, there's just so much. If you're really like that interested in it, like I said, we'll post a lawsuit document. Yeah, and it literally you can read everything about it. But we just wanted to make it simple and short, real quick. Yeah, because that shit was 30 minutes of footage, and I was not down to go through 30 minutes of footage again, or 30 minutes of recording again. Because bitch, I'm tired. Yeah, and I have to study for a fucking exam tomorrow. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Why? Well, 2 things are happening. Okay, what's happening to you? Okay, well, not necessarily me, but
Well, kind of me. But tomorrow I have your thing at 4. But Billie Eilish is coming 4 night.
Oh, yeah, huh?
I will go bankrupt for her ass.
Wait, so she's going to be a character?
And she has a fucking festival
Oh,
that
that-
you can participate
Oh my god, so
in.
you could literally get like a victory royale as Billy.
Yes. Yes.
That's actually really
It
dope.
comes out, she literally comes out tomorrow.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Because I've, like, literally, like back in, like, 2022, people were saying that she was coming Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people have been wanting that shit.
It's iconic.
I know. But yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I felt like saying that because I haven't said that
Mm-hmm.
out and about, you know.
Yep. So tomorrow I have my last exam for my one class, and then I'm done with school.
Good for you.
Isn't that crazy how I'm done on April 23rd for school?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
That is crazy.
Normally it's like May 28th or 29th.
Yeah, in California.
Or even like 25th.
Yeah, end of May for California.
Mm-hmm.
Middle East, where the fuck is that?
Middle East.
Where the fuck is Middle East?
I don't even know. Don't ask me.
But
I
on
ain't
the,
no geography
but I mean, like
person.
on the East Coast, it's like they get done beginning of June. I'm like, oh, I could never.
At my online school, it was actually June the 9th when I ended.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Holy
was June the 9th when I ended.
Oh, shit.
And then for the other semester, it ended January the 29th. Yeah, it didn't even end in December.
Oh,
Finals were on January 29th.
what?
That's why I got done early. I finished on December the 9th.
Ugh. What the hell?
I know, I worked, during senior year, I worked ahead of time. I was doing like double assignments so that I could get done early.
Oh, yeah, huh? Because you graduated early.
Mm-hmm. And I only had I think I had 5 classes?
Mm-hmm.
6?
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't like one of those high schools where it was 4. It was
It wasn't
6 or
a
7.
block schedule.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Excited for you though.
I'm so fucking excited. Tomorrow is conference championship for me, which is the beginning of a championship season. So after this meet, it'll be NorCal's, and then it'll be state. So yeah, I'm so fucking excited. Currently, I'm ranked 2nd going into conference, and I do long jump. So I'm ranked 2nd in women's long jump. Oh my god, it's fabulous. Yeah, I've torn my meniscus twice. First time I ruptured it. Second time I re-tore it, and I had
God.
knee surgery.
Jesus.
I had knee surgery.
I remember that day.
Yeah.
I remember the day. It's locked in my memory because I was
Which-
there when I saw it.
The first
Where you-
or the second one?
You jumped and then you couldn't walk on your leg.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah. It was your last jump, I think, too.
That was my
It
last
was
jump.
your last jump.
Yep.
And then you jumped, and then you were limping, and we're just what the fuck is she doing?
Yep.
And
It was
you were
at
I think something's wrong with my fucking knee.
It was the meet before state in high school, and it was my last jump. I went out with a
What year
bang.
was that? 22?
Yep, 2022. That was when I was a senior. So yeah, I went out with a bang. I tore my
then-
shit bad,
Yeah.
bad.
And then you decided to jump again.
No, I didn't even jump yet.
No, not on that day, but later on.
No, I didn't even jump once before I re-tore it again.
Oh, really?
Nope, I just did running stuff. I re-tore it
So
just
how'd you hurt it the second time?
just from sprinting.
Really?
Yeah, I reopened the incision. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you jumped again.
Nope, I didn't jump at all. That's why I was
Oh.
so pissed. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't even gotten the chance to jump yet, and I re-tore my shit just from sprinting. And it was a normal, chill, sprinting workout. It wasn't like we were doing some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I literally was just sprinting. And then, when you're done running and then you kind of, ease out,
Mm-hmm.
I was easing out, and I took a step wrong, and then I felt the same feeling, and I was like, ooh, that did not feel good.
Yikes.
And then everyone was like, oh, you didn't re-tear it because it's a meniscus. And if you tear your meniscus, it means you have to do some sort of rotating to cause the tear. I'm like, bitch. I know exactly what a torn meniscus feels like, and I just tore my shit. And then I went and got MRIs, and doctors were like, oh, we don't know if you did or not. I'm like, I'm getting a surgery right now. They're like, well, yeah, we can do surgery to see if anything's wrong. I was like, I am doing the surgery. I know I tore my shit, and I'm going to get it fixed. Went to surgery, came out of surgery, woke up, and my shit was torn. And no one fucking believed me. I'm like, bitch, I know my body. I know what it feels like. I done it already before. Fix my shit. They fixed my shit on November 1st is when I had my surgery, and I've been good since.
And she didn't stutter once.
Did not.
Have you heard like those people like in shows or TVs, like they'll say like they'll go like on a rant and they're like, didn't stutter once. And that means like you're telling the truth if you didn't stutter once.
Yeah. That was my story. My knee injury story. And now I'm back and better than fucking ever. And I'm running in the 4x1. If you don't know what that is, if you're not in the track world, it's one lap. Yeah. So it's one lap around the track, and it's split up between 4 people. So the first person goes 100, which is the curve. The next person does the straight. The third person does the other curve, and then the last person grabs it and then goes to the end to the finish line. It's a really intense race, and it's my fucking favorite. And I'm gonna be in the 4x1 at the conference meet.
My favorite is the stick.
Javelin?
No. Well,
pole vault?
Javelin too.
Pole vault?
On the run.
Pole vault?
Whatever it's called. It's kind of like what you said. It was like a 4x1, but you had like the stick.
The baton?
Yeah, baton. Thank you.
That is the 4x1.
Oh, so you have a baton.
Yeah, it's a relay.
Oh, cool.
It's
That's
a relay.
how I don't know this stuff.
Yeah. It's called the 4x100 meter relay. And you hold a baton. What, you think you're gonna run and then just give them a little slap and then they go? No, bet you go with the baton.
I thought it was like, like you ran and then once your person... Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm going to be 4th leg, which if you don't know is the last person who crosses the finish line.
That's like the big one.
AKA the second fastest person on the team. And so there's some girls on my team who are jealous.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I would be too. They've been training for 2 years and I just come out of nowhere in a couple months and I'm fucking faster than them.
Oh, I would actually hate you.
Yeah. So there was this, because my friend Cameron told me, oh, you're going to be the 4x1, because I didn't know, and I was going to ask my coach, but he wasn't around me because I was doing some long jump stuff today. And she told me, and then she was like, yeah, this girl who told me, she seemed a little jealous, like saying, oh, yeah, she's going to be in it, but we might just go back to the original way. Okay, bitch, get faster and maybe it will. Sorry.
Jesus.
So yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to sprint. I love sprinting, and I've never been the 4th leg before.
We have a lot of stuff going on this week.
Yeah.
The only day that I think I don't have anything is Wednesday.
Same.
Yeah.
So I'm doing long jump Tuesday, 4x1 Thursday, and then we gotta go to our Native American shit on Saturday.
Yeah.
In SAC, so I can get scholarship money for being a proud Native American.
Jesus.
Chickasaw Nation.
You probably just literally blew their ears just now.
Well, I can't.
Mic.
Well, yeah, because I'm holding it like this.
Yeah, she put it directly in her mouth.
I'm not gonna be like this and have it turned down all the way. No, the shit's all the way up, and I'm gonna be like this to relax my arms.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But if you enjoyed our podcast, like and subscribe. We appreciate it. We appreciate everyone that likes our stuff. And yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday.
Yes.
And we'll give you guys updates and stuff. I have really good topic ideas for next week.
Okay. I don't got shit.
Huh?
I don't got shit.
Well, I mean, you did your part the second week. The second week,
I really did.
Nothing. You did topics.
I carried. We just balance out each other.
Well, the way that I think of it is like if it's, like, because some people say it's like my idea, but I feel like when it comes to like us two, I feel like it's like our idea.
Well, yeah, because you'll come to me and be like, oh, let's do this. And I'm like, no. Or I'll be like, yeah. And vice versa.
I don't think you've ever said no to any of the idea stuff. I feel like
no.
You've been...
But like with our channel, like how, like our description shits, like our bio, I'm saying that. Like, I'm like...
Oh, yeah, you thought it was cheesy.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? No, we're going to be chill and saucy and fun. Because that's how we are.
Oh my god.
Yum.
But we'll be back next week. Stay safe out there. And we'll be back next Wednesday.
Peace out.
Bye, y'all.
Peace out. Bye. Bye, ladies.